Welcome to Sinjun podcast episode number 6. This afternoon, I am recording this podcast alone, and I'm doing the question and also myself answering. I'm also moderator as well as also the person being interviewed this afternoon. Also, I would invite our speaker, who is myself, Thomas Sim. I'm also the principal of Sinjun Properties. This afternoon, the topic I am going to do is about studying for the qualification to be estate agent in Malaysia. Good to introduce to our viewer Thomas and his company Agent MY Online Sarawak Standard Berhad is also doing education. Also, Thomas is not just a estate agent running estate agency Sinjun, but he also does training for estate agent exam. So let us hear from Thomas what is his years of experience of doing this online education.
We have today honored to be here as a person involved in real estate education. I am Thomas Sim, also principal of Sinjun Property. At the same time, I do education with another entity, which is Agent MY Online Sarawak Standard Berhad, and this I do it in an online manner, as an e-learning online manner. And just to familiarize that this examination, estate agent exam, is actually under the law, under the Valuer Appraiser Estate Agent and Property Managers Act 1981, as one of the recognized pathway to qualify as a registered estate agent. Also, this is an online system that I have organized to help our candidates who are taking this examination from the board to sit for this examination, which is conducted every year. So this estate agent and exam on online system is in fact my work for the last 10 years. I started this in around 2014, and over the years I have updated all the information inside so that it is useful and be supporting those who are taking the examination. Also, this is an e-learning system which I hope may be able to help those who are not in the area, like in city area like KL or Central Klang Valley, where they have classes, evening classes, to help students to study for this examination. So as we are outside Klang Valley, we do need some other form of support. This other form of support is in fact this kind of online system. Also, this kind of online system I have worked out. It has already helped more than 20 over students to pass their examination over the years, and I myself also gone through this process to pass out and also to qualify as a registered agent now, practicing on my own in Kuching, Sarawak. So one of my experiences is that this exam requires support in terms of how to answer the questions, and also how to, sometimes target the area to study. So we will explain further later, as in how to help candidate to go and embark on this journey to one day become a registered estate agent.
So what exactly is this REA thing? What is in fact registered estate agent? Can you elaborate on this, Thomas?
I have to explain again in terms of registered estate agent, REA. REA is a specific term that is about a person, a professional person who is under the law in the schedule also, is a registered person under one of the the register, which is kept in the Board of Valuer Appraiser Estate Agent and Property Managers. So if you are a registered person, there are 3 different registers at the moment. One is called the register for the valuer, then there's a register for the estate agent, and then another register now for the property manager. So a registered person, as in the board of valuer, appraiser, estate agent, and property managers, actually means a person who is a registered name inside the register of the which is a regulator lah. Our regulator, the lembaga penilai pentaksir, agent hartanah dan pengurus harta. So this is the official name of REA. Of course, in the practice, REA also requires to have a authority to practice. So authority to practice is under the law, under section 16. So with authority practice, then the registered estate agent can carry on the business or the profession of estate agency. So this is the term used as in the law.
I see. Okay, so how is it to qualify? How is the way to qualify as a REA? Because you mentioned about exam, you mentioned about passing the exam. Also, at the end, this passing the exam, how then go further to qualify as a REA?
Well, on the part that if you pass the examination, which is sitting for the estate agent's examination, which result in a qualification called the diploma in estate agency, if you pass this qualification, then you are in law allowed to be registered as a probationary estate agent. Also, this probationary estate agent is the part that is mentioned in section 22D and section 22E of the law, which means that everyone who wants to become an estate agent or a registered estate agent must go through first being a probationary estate agent. Then this probationary estate agent need to do 2 years of experience working under a supervision of another estate agent, another registered estate agent, in kind of housemanship. You can say it is like a housemanship or articleship, whereby the probationary estate agent go through the process of training and prepare for the interview. So the interview is called TPC, Test of Professional Competence. So this TPC interview requires a candidate submit before the interview to submit 2 tasks. One is task 1, another one is task 2. And these 2 tasks plus the working experience right up to be submitted and to attend the oral interview, to attend this interview. So this interview TPC is the last stage of the estate agent's examination. So the estate agent examination consists of part 1, which is a written exam, part 2, which is also another written exam, and after that do the TPC, which is the third part. So if the candidate complete the whole 3 parts, then the person would be qualified as a registered estate agent. Also, this eventually go through the register, and the person's name being entered into the register of the agent's name.
For the benefit of our viewer, this estateagentexam.com, how do you charge for this package, or is it a subscription, or is it a tuition fee? How do you charge?
So how much do we have to pay for the fee? How much do we need to pay for the fee? For the examination, is very much by the law. So the law in the schedule says per subject is 50 ringgit. Also per subject 50 ringgit. So you have 6 subjects in the part 1 and 6 subjects in the part 2. So you only need to pay 350 ringgit for the 6 subjects plus the processing fee. Also there is a processing fee of 50 ringgit per examination. So what are the fees to pay? There are 2 types of fees. One is the examination fee, which you pay to the board of valuer, appraiser, estate agent, property manager, which means that you are sitting it like you are sitting for SPM or STPM. You pay to the Majlis Peperiksaan. Also that amount is per subject 50 ringgit. So you have 6 subjects, is 300 ringgit. 300 ringgit plus another 50 ringgit, which is the processing fee. So you have 6 subjects to sit for the exam, and you pay 350 ringgit only. And if you can pass, that's the best. However, if you do need to re-attempt, then you pay for the individual subject. If let's say, for example, the first attempt you you've done 6 subjects, but there are 2 repeats. There are 2 repeats. The second attempt, you pay the 2 subject, which is 100 ringgit, 50 times 2, 100 ringgit, plus another 50 ringgit processing fee. So this is the way. So you have a 3-year attempt rule, meaning to say in 3 attempts, you have to clear all the subjects. If you are able to do so, then you have to restart from 0. So you have to redo the whole 6 subjects. So this is the system, how the examination is conducted. So you can do part 1 and then move on. After you have completed part 1, move on to part 2. Also in a similar manner, pay the similar fee per subject of 50 ringgit and the processing fee of 50 ringgit. So this is paying for the examination. So if you come on to my system, to the estate agent exam on online study, estateagentexam.com, then you pay for our subscription fee. We call subscription fee. So this subscription fee is indeed 600 ringgit for a self-study mod. That means you do not have any physical class or video. You do not have any lecture slide. It's just question and answer system, which I have developed over the 10 years. Past year question and my answer. So you can read on your own and prepare on your own for the examination. That is 600 ringgit for part 1 and 800 ringgit for part 2. So in the part 2, I have 800 ringgit because part 2 is complete. Part 1, I did not do for accounting, the paper 1, which is accounting, because I feel it difficult to do it online. So the accounting subject, we have the question, but we don't have the answer. So in that sense, I give a discount from 800 to 600 ringgit for part 1. Then if you are in Kuching, you can come onto our class. In Kuching, a physical class, we do it in Kuching every Saturday for the beginning of the year. From January until June, we have the 6 months time where weekend classes I will conduct and do a video taking. So I will do video taking, and with the slide that is provided in the lecture, this whole lot of content would be a upgrade. If you are on 600, you in your way upgrade to 2001 by additional payment of 1,500 ringgit. So this 600 plus 1,500 ringgit becomes 2001. That is the whole package. Whole package for using the system, inclusive of my lecture, inclusive of my presentation slide. Also, this is when you are in Kuching. Of course, you are in West Malaysia or you are in other parts of Malaysia, and you don't mind reading the past year question and also listening to the video recording as well as the presentation slide, you can also subscribe outside Kuching. But there is no physical class for you because you are unable to come on Kuching to sit into the physical class. Also for part 2, actually doing the same, which means 800 ringgit plus another 1,600, which is 2,004. Also, if you are in part 2, you can subscribe just on your self-study mode, which is 800 ringgit. But if you require lecture, if you require notes and lecture slides, recordings, then the package of recording inclusive to the 800 ringgit, you just need to top up to another 1,600, which is 2,004. Also 2,004 for part 2, 2,001 for part 1. So that is the charges that I do for estateagentexam.com membership subscription.
I see. So you are not charging as an examination board. The examination board is still the top of valuable appraiser, estate agent, and property manager. So this is, you are charging a fee for using your online system and to help them to prepare for your examination.
So what are the content inside? I would say there are 2 types of content. First is the past year question. Also, past year question standard in the sense that I have collected 2011 to 2019 past year questions. However, because the board doesn't release the questions after 2020, so from 2020 until 2025, the question that I have not a complete set, incomplete questions. However, I do have some students who shared with me some of the questions that is in their examination. So I try to just put into the system. Although they are loose ones and incomplete, I still allow subscriber to access all these so-called maybe incomplete questions. So this is from one side, which is a past year question. Another part, which is a sport question. That means in doing the study, you may encounter some sport questions or some possible related questions, and those questions I do design them and also put into the system. So I have about 50% past year question and another 50% which are related sport questions. So in the 10 years of collection of questions, I have more than 1,000 over questions and answers in the system. Also, this is I think by far the most complete online system to study the estate agent exam in Malaysia.
So what do I get if I subscribe to this system? So Thomas, can you give us more detail on what exactly in the subscription? What do you mean by paying for the subscription, and also it is long-term use and things like that? Can you elaborate more detail into this?
So if let's say you are a subscriber to our system and you do happen to be in Kuching, you can always come to our class which is on Saturday, beginning January until June. So if you are not able to be in Kuching, then some of the recorded videos may be beneficial when you watch back the video. Of course, this is helping you. And most people who are adult learners, they are also on the move and not enough time even to come to physical class. Most of them will have other family matters or even Saturday, Sunday road shows, or they are busy during the weekend. But anyway, the classes are recorded, so therefore you can look back and also see the question that is given during the class, as well as in the mock exam. So in the year 2025, we have 11 part 1 candidate and 1 part 2 candidate who sat for the examination. So of course, I prepare the mock exam question and also guide them to go through the examination.
Backup provide this system a long time to come, or do you charge renewal fee, or do you have any hidden cost or hidden fee that you have not mentioned?
So regarding the subscription, I just need to clarify that there is no renewal fee. Most of you all may think as, you are doing this subscription based thing, that means there is a time frame, and then after that you will charge a renewal fee. So as far as this has been running for 10 years, I do not charge renewal fee. So most of the situation is a lot may not clear in one attempt, so they may have to resit, and we can understand sometimes due to family matters, people need to have more time. So all these are built in. So if you pay fee 600 if you are self-study, or you pay for 2001 with the support of the video recording and also the presentation slide, all that, not to worry about renewal, not to worry about any hidden fee also. No hidden charges, no hidden fee. That is it. The 2001 clean, and you can use it for the subsequent exams. So if you need to do it again next year or year after next year, this is for always for you to come back. So we want our students or our candidate to complete the exam as soon as possible. But then there are circumstances, of course, that we may have people who keep on trying for the next few years.
All right. Thank you very much, Thomas, for this very detailed explanation. Also to let us know what is the estateagentexam.com about, how can it help you to achieve your career path to become a registered estate agent in the future. I would say this is a fruitful interview, and a way that many of us who are in real estate practicing then want to, one day operate our own business or operate our own firm. Also, this is a pathway to eventually qualify. Thank you very much for this particular video tour interview.
So thank you very much. inquiring about estateagentexam.com. This is an online study for Diploma in Estate Agency Examination under the Board of Valuer, Appraiser, Estate Agent and Property Managers. I have been conducting this online system for the last 10 years, from 2014 to 2025 now, and I have constantly upgrading or updating on the system so that to improve the content to enable candidates throughout Malaysia, not restricted to any geographical region, to take up this study. And if you are listening to this particular podcast, please contact us, go to our website listed below, and check out estateagentexam.com. Thank you so much.
See you next in the episode to come, and we hope that we have more in the future episode related to education for the benefit of our viewers. Thank you very much.